Hello everyone. In this demo session, we will see how to create a ALV report and display the output in the custom container. We can display single or multiple internal tables using the oops method class, that is seal underscore GUI underscore ALV underscore create. So what are the steps involved for this? The very first thing, we have to do the data declaration. Second, we have to create the selection screen. Third, we have to get data from the database. This is the common in all ALV reports, but when we want to create and show the ALV report in a custom container, then we have to create a screen, and on the screen first we have to create a PF status and title bar. Then we have to create a custom container on the screen. Then in the PPO of the screen, we have to create the object for the custom container and we have to display data. So we will see all this in this demo session, as we are already familiar with the first three steps, like how the data declaration is done, the creation of selection screen, and get data from DB. So for that, I have already created one program, z demo underscore ALV. Here I have done a data declaration for purchase order header, table and work area, for purchase order line item, that is the EKPO table, and a vendor master table LFA1 for the vendor master. Along with this, for displaying the data using this class, we have to do the data declaration with type reference to seal underscore GUI underscore custom container. So declare one data like custom1, type reference to this class, and one more, that is grid1, type reference to ALV grid class. Okay, and for the field catalog which controls the field name and label on the screen, for that define a field catalog, type lvc underscore t underscore fcat, and this is the work area for the field catalog, like line of gt underscore fcat1, also the layout one. Only these three we will be using. Now this is done, the point number 1. Second, the creation of selection screen. I have defined a selection screen with only one select option, that is EBELN. Okay, that is the purchase order number. Get from dictionary name, that is the purchasing document. So here the selection screen is designed with select options at the purchase order number. So this is done. Third one is get data from database based on the selection criteria. So for that, in the start of selection event, I have written one perform routine get data. So if everything is blank, just to have the limited records, what I'm doing, I'm selecting the 20 records from the database table in the GT underscore EKKO table. And if this is not initial, I'm selecting the vendor master and the purchase order line item, and just sorting in ascending order. Okay, activate this, go back. Now what next we have to do is like the create screen. If GT underscore EKKO body is not initial, else, and if give the message as no data found, type, give the information message and leave program. Okay, now if the data is there, simply write create screen, 1 second. Oh, sorry. Call screen 100. Activate. Double click on call screen. Click on yes button. Give the screen description ALV containers. Activate. Click on the flow logic here. Open this. Uncomment this also. 7 activate. First create the module is set as 0100. Select the same program. Press enter. Uncomment this. First we'll create the PF status. We'll give some name as PF1. For the title, give the name as title bar 1. Always activate the program. To create the PF status, double click here, or you can create it from the SE41 transaction code. Double click here, click on yes, give the name PF status for screen 100. Expand the function key. We will take one back. Okay, take one save button. We don't require right now, but still create one save button, one back button, exit, and cancel button. 7 activate. Go back. Double click on the title T1. Demo program of multiple ALV using custom container. Click on all title. To activate a title, we have to go inside, then only it is activated. Go back. Now click in the PA module user command. Click yes. Select the radio, select the same program name. Press enter. The user command. What we want to do when user click on back button, exit or cancel. For that case, SciUcom when back or exit or cancel, what we are doing, just set screen 0. End case, clear SciUcom. 7 activate. Go back. Now click on the layout button. Expand this. Now on the screen we have to create the custom container. Where is the custom container? You can see the custom control. Okay, click on this, drag and drop on the screen. Double click here, give the container name. We'll give as header because we want to display purchase order header data initially. Close. 7 activate. Close the window. In the preview, double click here. Now what we have to do, if custom 1, what is custom 1? We have declared here custom 1, type reference to the custom container. If custom 1 is initial and if create object custom 1 exporting container name, which container we have created with the name header. Okay, once you create the object custom, then we have to create the object that is the grid one that will be display the output. Go back, go down here, create object, that is grid 1, exporting. What exporting? I underscore parent equal to, 1 second, custom 1. This will create a custom object, custom 1, and the container name is header, which we created on the screen, and the grid display. This will display the data in the parent custom 1. Now once this is created, we have to display data. Write down perform display data. So before displaying the data, double click here. First we have to create the field catalog. Okay, for field catalog, this time we will use the field catalog ALV merge concepts. For that, click on pattern. There is a function model called lvc underscore field catalog underscore merge. Enter here. Now we have declared the gt underscore fcat1 table for the field catalog. Here we have to give the database structure name. So for the header data we have ekko table. Pass that structure name here, and here we have to pass the internal table name. What this will do, this will automatically create the field catalog for the given table. Always open the exceptions for the error handling. So what, in lvc underscore field catalog merge, we have given the field catalog table which will come in the output for this structure and for this internal table. Now we have to display data. Okay, so gs underscore layout, first set the layout column width optimize. Column width optimize equal to x. This will automatically set the column length for each column depending on the data size. Go to pattern, click on abap object pattern, enter. Now we have to use the class underscore GUI underscore ALV underscore grid. For the instance, we have created instance as grid 1. Which method we have to use? The set table for display. Click F4. You can see here there is a method set data table for first display. Let me check here. Set table data for first display. This method we have to call set underscore table underscore for first display. Let's enter. So here we have to pass the required parameters. Okay, so to save the time, we have to pass only the required one, the output table. Which table contains output? gt underscore ekko. This is our internal table. Now the field catalog, gt underscore fcat1. Open the sections. We have to pass the layout. The layout is also option. Here we pass the layout gs underscore layout 1. Okay, and I save type x. So what we have done, we have passed the internal table gt underscore ekko. We have passed the field catalog and the layout. Save, check, and activate. Go back. Go back. Now test the program. Execute. So we can see the output, the purchase order details. As I not given any purchase order number, so by default system will be displaying 20 records. So we can see as we have used the field catalog merge, so that display all the columns of that table. Okay, go back. If I'm passing some particular purchase order number, then system will display only that purchase order numbers. Okay, so in this way we have seen the creation of screen, creation of PF status, create custom container, and we have displayed the data. But till now we have shown only single table. Now we'll see how to display the multiple table. It is very simple. What we have done, we have created only one container on the screen currently. Okay, go back, go to the layout. Now currently we have only this container on the screen. Make this small. We have to create one more container. Suppose you want to display two tables. Take one more custom container, drag and drop here, give the label is here the item table. Okay, save and activate. We can display as many as tables on the screen, but we have to create a custom container for each internal table. Activate, go back. Now as we have custom 1, grid 1 and the field catalog 1, in the similar way for the second table we have to declare the same data. So what we will do here, we display we'll create a custom 2, grid 2, a field catalog 2. Okay, so this will be used for the container 1 and this will be used for the container 2. So in second container we will display the purchase order line item. Activate. Now we already have data in our EK PO table, so we'll display that here in the same way. What we'll do, copy as it is, copy the same block. Now we have a custom 2, create object, just change the name custom 2, and we have created the container as item, grid 2, custom 2. What we'll do, we will have display data 1, double click display data 1. Actually I already have my program, sorry, go back, double click on create display data 1, click on yes in the same program. Now just copy the same code which we have in display data, which is for the purchase order header. Copy the same code. Now what we'll do here, we want to display the purchase order line item. For that, in the field catalog merge, we'll use the EKPO structure. The internal table is EKPO and the field catalog is 2. We can use the same layout. Now here the call method 2, change the table name as EKPO and field catalog 2. Save, check and activate. Execute. So here we can see in the first container we have displayed the purchase order number header table. In the second container we have displayed the purchase order line items. So in this way we can create the multiple tables Not necessarily like we should have one container above and the below. We can create at any level. Even we can divide the top portion in different three containers, like container 1, container 2, container 3. Okay, so in this way we have seen how to create the ALV report using custom container. So in the next session we will see how to create the events within the custom container. Okay, one more point to be noted here. In the previous session, what we have done, we have created a block ALV report. So this we had created in the previous session, displaying the multiple internal tables. But what is difference in block list and in the container? Here we can get the exactly look and feel of the ALV report. You can right click here and download to a spreadsheet. You can do the sum. You can sort it ascending, descending. So here we get the exact toolbar of the report. Okay, but in the block ALV report, we don't get such functionalities. Okay, so as in this session, I have shown you how to display true data. You can add one more and display the vendor master. Okay, thank you.